One Man's Opinion. Today I am reviewing the new Broadway play Call Me Izzy, written by Jamie Wax, directed by Sarah Lapine, and running through August 17th at Studio 54 at 254 West 54th Street in New York City. Call me blessed to have such long supporting patrons over on my Patreon page. If you'd like to support this show, come and visit the page where you can, for as little as $1 a month, support my work here as well as my classic cinema podcast, Yesterday's Matinee. Patrons get early access to the latest episode of Yesterday's Matinee and quick reviews of shows I review before they get posted here, and the occasional additional treat. Thank you to my current patrons, especially my Neo and Hamilton tier patrons, and welcome to the new ones. Links to my Patreon and podcast pages are available in the description. Jean Smart has returned to Broadway after 25 years with this good but challenging and heavily triggering new one-woman work by Jamie Wax. Set in a trailer park in 1989 Mansfield, Louisiana, Jean Smart plays Isabel, or Izzy as she prefers, a poet who has to hide her work from her abusive husband, Ferd, at the risk of him destroying her work and hurting her. As she hides in the bathroom, writing her work on toilet paper with eyeliner pencils, she tells us the story of how she was married to Ferd at 17, Ferd's alcoholism, and a cycle of abuse, and how it began. She also talks about how she became interested in poetry, and how her love of the craft helps her keep sane in the midst of living in a trailer park with no prospects for her life. Her friend Rosalie encourages her to take poetry classes, which results in her submitting poems to a national competition with a $15,000 reward for the winner and a 2-month residency in Massachusetts. This is a great opportunity for Izzy, but also offers serious risk if Ferd ever finds out. Call Me Izzy is not an easy watch, especially, I suspect, for those who have suffered at the hands of an abusive partner or are very sensitive to abuse. Jamie Wax is unflinching with the reality of abuse and a sensation of being caged like an animal in a small trailer home. Blessedly, there are moments of respite as moments of humor are infused into the narrative. Sometimes it's as simple as Izzy folding Ferd's underwear. Sometimes it's a bit more complex as she talks about her attraction to her poetry teacher, something that has a stand-up and cheer payoff. The shadow of Ferd, though, looms over the whole play. Though we never actually see him, the specter of him is ever present. There's going to be a fair bit of debate for people as to how the play ends. I won't spoil it for you, but it is left fairly ambiguous. I've looked at the script to see if there's any stage direction to say what the conclusion is, but there isn't any help there, so it is left up to your interpretation of Sarna Lapine's direction of Jean Smart's performance and the lighting and sound design to determine what happens. What's interesting is that the script's ending doesn't offer any clue, so theoretically, if this show is performed regionally, it could be interpreted and directed completely different than what was presented on Broadway. Unless Jamie Wax has something written in the contract of leasing out the script that it has to be depicted a very specific way. Speaking of Jean Smart's performance, she is brilliant as always. I hope people remember her a year from now when awards season comes around, because whether you like the play or not, because of its themes and its brutal nature, she gives herself completely over to the role. Her physicality when she returns on stage after one particularly brutal beating from Ferd is heartbreaking. But she also finds the wells of hope within Izzy that is refilled when she reads and writes poetry. It's a testament to her acting prowess and also a testament to the importance of the art and how, whether it be poetry, theater, music, or whatever, the arts give us strength to go one more day and not give up. Mikiko Suzuki MacAdams captures the claustrophobic nature of Izzy's life with the scenic design as she spends most of her time inside a small bathroom where she talks to us and writes her poetry. Using sliders that open and close to depict the small dining area and the outdoor area of the trailer park, the stage never opens up any more than necessary. She also utilizes one item upstage that turns into a looming bit of foreshadowing, which I liked. Call Me Izzy is really good. Jean Smart is amazing. The play is unflinching, honest, and brutal with the reality of abuse, the sense of hopelessness and fear that comes with it, but it also shows the healing nature of art, in this case poetry, and the hope that can come from it. I recommend Call Me Izzy, but with reservations for those who would be triggered from depictions and discussions about abuse, especially considering the ambiguous ending. If you do have sensitivities to this and still want to see it, I highly recommend that you bring someone you trust to support you through and after the show. But I am only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you'd like to see Call Me Izzy, I'll leave a link in the description where you can get tickets. Also in the description will be links to my Patreon and podcast pages, as well as my social media handles, where you can follow me and support my work. You can also support me by liking and sharing this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking the notification bell to be alerted to future reviews. My next review will be TheaterWorks Hartford's production of Your Name Means Dream. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.